Hi everyone, happy Thursday. So if you've been around my channel for probably I mentioned him in the last video, so it hasn't been very long. If you've been around the channel for any length of time, you know that I am a big fan of Color by Number by George Toufexis. His books are probably some of my favorite ones to color in, though they tend to take a little more time than your standard Color by Number, and if you're not familiar with his work, you will see why. So I pre-ordered this a few months back when I noticed it was going to release in July. No, I've not broken my no-buy for July. Pre-orders don't count. So, at least not to me, maybe to you, but they don't count to me. And for right now, that's that's important. But there was some mix-up. Amazon pre-orders are just so hit and miss right now. Like, I don't know if I can fully recommend doing it. Sometimes you get it faster just waiting for it to release and order it. I'm not sure when this was actually released. I'll have to look, but I was supposed to get it last week and then it went without shipping. Had no idea when it was coming for a few days, and then they finally decided they were going to send it this week. So, I don't know. I don't know. But I would also check if you're having any trouble getting it in a reasonable amount of time off of Amazon. I would also check with Dover Publications, which is the company that actually publishes these. Also check, of course, Book Depository. So anyway, got this. It is Around the World, color by number. George Toufexis, as far as I know, just prints under Creative Haven. Creative Haven books, they generally all run the same, which I love their consistency. They're one-sided, perforated, medium quality paper. Usually can take most of what I can throw at it. I don't have any huge issues with their paper. But here is the back of it. And their color by numbers are just the biggest difference between their color by numbers and their standard printed coloring books is that color by numbers are 46 instead of 31, and the price is also a little higher. It usually runs about $10 US, though if you put this on your wish list and keep an eye out on Amazon and Dover sites, sometimes they do run sales. So I have gotten some color by numbers on some pretty deep discounts doing that. So I also once upon a time saw them at Ollie's and was able to get one that way, but I haven't seen Creative Haven books there in a hot minute. So, all right. So I did try to reduce the lighting. I'm sorry if it's a little dark, but the line art in here can be really light. So I'm trying to make it where it's a little easier to see it. Plus I zoomed in my camera, so I'm having to shift things around a little bit. So I'm going to actually use my camera because I've already tried to record this. Bringing it up to the camera, and it was a disaster. So we are on like our second or third. Hang on. We're on like our second or third attempt here. It's gonna happen. Okay, we're going blurry again. Okay, so the cool thing about this book is it is literally scenes from around the world. So it's really hard to read them, but each image is a different scene from a different location. So this is the Amalfi Coast, hopefully I'm not saying that wrong, in Italy, Athens, Barif, Canada, Barcelona, and Belize. Then we have Bermuda. Cambodia's here with the tiger. You know how I love the big kitties. Egypt, Dubai. I'm going to mispronounce that if I say it. Anyway, you get the idea. As is typical with Creative Haven color by number books, instead of a colored version of one of the images on the cover, you get little thumbnails, which is handy because sometimes numbers get left off, and it's really nice to have this as a reference if you are not sure what kind of color to use. There's a legend on this side, and whoo boy, this thing got small. What the heck? I just noticed that in my like millionth attempt at this video. Look at the size of this legend. Like normally, I gotta have one. It's right here on top. Normally their legend, well, this one's like way bigger than it normally is too, but look at the difference in these. We need like an in-between would be nice, but I guess because of the images this time are a little more detailed, maybe they spaced them a little different. I don't know. I don't know why that's so tiny. Now, all the color palettes are different between all the books. So just because you have a list for one book doesn't mean it's going to be the exact same as the next one. So just keep that in mind with his. But he generally does keep very similar colors unless it's a, like the sea life probably has different colors. The cat's coloring book, he has different colors. Wildlife, you know, or dogs, you get the idea. Horses, hopefully you understand what I'm trying to say here. So these are on the front and the back cover, your thumbnails. Okay. So now we're going to attempt to back this out without pulling the whole base off. There we go. Huzzah. Huzzah. Okay, cool. Alright, so now I'm casting a shadow. This is like people... The fates do not want me to do this flip through. Oh my goodness. I apologize if this is more of a mess than usual. There, if you want to pause that and read it, please do. I just don't read them for you. This is typical for, I think, just about all his books. It has a basic intro and then tips and techniques. Again, if you want to pause it and read, great. But if you have any of his books, I'm pretty sure this stays the same. So now we start on the first image. And again, I don't know if it is unique to this book. Yeah. That Sea Life book has a lot darker line art. This one, some of them are darker than others. Some pieces are darker than others. I feel like this one has a lot lighter lines than some of his others, which is a shame. I get it. I get why they do that, because they want... Oh my gosh, and those numbers are really hard to see because they're also very light. Oh my word. I get why they do this, because a lot of people don't want to see the numbers when they color, but this is, yeah. So here it shows you what location it is and which page it is, and then you have your imagery. And we are gonna keep bringing this down. Where is that random shadow coming from? Who knows? Okay, that's gonna be about as dark as I can get it with y'all still able to see. I've tried zooming in a little, so some of this line art, like I said, you're gonna have to probably squint a little. That is a pretty big gripe for me. But the pictures are just so darn pretty. It's hard. It's hard to gripe about that. Like, this one's better. It's not quite as dark. Now, there are a mix of landscape and portrait. I'm going to try my hardest not to cast too much of a shadow, at least give you a moment. Now, see, this one, it's a little bit darker. Isn't that strange? So if you do get this book and you have a YouTube channel, please do a flip through, because I just want to make sure that wasn't due to my printing of the book and that it's this way for everybody. So these are very complex color by numbers, very light. Even in normal line art settings, the numbers are usually kind of small because a lot of times you have very small detailed areas. The numbers are small, can be difficult to read if you're having trouble with eyesight. Like, see, this one's fine. This one seems like a reasonable tint of gray. Like, I can still read the numbers and stuff fairly easily, even in the low lighting. I wouldn't color it in this lighting. I would want it brighter, but I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, that seems to be a thing. If you have a lot of trouble with your eyesight, I would suggest, if you love his books, investing in like some type of magnification. They do have magnifying glasses. They have like tabletop ones. They have ones you can hold. They have even little magnification glasses that I've tried that work okay. I don't think they're great, but they're okay. There's Germany. Yeah, it's a shame I didn't have this. This Great Barrier Reef picture would have been perfect for the Sunken Treasures, but I haven't colored out that sea life one either, so. Yeah, this one's a tough one. Like I said, it's not all the images. This one's, I like the line art just fine. I also get why certain elements, like here, the foreground elements look, have the darker line art. Then your clouds have the lighter lines. And that's fine. I don't mind that as much. I kind of get that one. But, see, it's so bizarre. Why? I feel like I'm gonna have to leave a review for this one, and I'm gonna have to say something. Because a lot of these pictures are just fine. Just fine by normal George Toufexis books. They're not unusual. Man, those first couple of pictures were just crazy light print. But like I said, they're just so darn pretty. And they're addictive. These pictures are so addictive. Um, because they are one-sided, but with such tiny details, a lot of times markers will bleed a little bit in this. Not like Amazon printed books, but they still bleed a little. A lot of people tend to use pencil instead, and they look beautiful. I mean, it doesn't matter what you use. Kitty! Love that he incorporates cats and dogs and stuff in his pictures too. Morocco. And see, that's printed dark. I think they were having some printing issues. But hey, it happens. My my family was in the printing industry. My dad worked in the printing industry for quite a few years, and I worked in the printing industry for a few years too. Um, Grew up around it, but anyway, um, so I mean, it happens. Yeah, it's just those first few pictures. So yeah, I feel a little bit better about the book now. It may have just been my copy. This may have been the reason why the pre-orders were so squirrely. They were just having issues. So, and I don't fault Dover for that because they're really consistent with their releases and stuff, and it's not like that's a constant issue. I just assumed it was an Amazon issue. I'll be honest. I don't see that one's real light. I don't know. Still gonna color them. Anyway, what I use in here, because they are one-sided, is I use the Tau Tree markers. They are smaller markers, so there's not, and they don't bleed as much as the bigger the bigger markers like Cali Art and Sprees. I've had a lot of luck with the Tau Trees, and they do bleed some, but if it's not like a major marker bleed and you get done with a picture, you don't notice it, other people don't notice it. It just, I, I'm not somebody that likes to spend hours and hours upon a picture. That's not the best coloring for me and my needs. But some people, that is their zone, that is their jam, and they could spend hours on this picture with pencils, filling in every little detail, and I'm kind of the middle of the road. I don't mind putting in a little bit of time, but I do quickly tire of it and want to move to something else. And the towel trees, let this be maybe a couple days investment at most for a few hours each day. Ooh, I like that one with like the ship here. Where's this? Senegal. The little monkey. That is cool. I like those boats. Oh, they look like canoes or some sort of ships. Very pretty. I like that one a lot. Like I said, I might grumble about the line art, but at the end of the day, these pictures are still spectacular, and I still definitely recommend the book. This doll is very unsure about the line, like, or maybe he's sad. Maybe he wants some wine. I know they sell like cat wine, which is like some weird catnip concoction. Do they sell dog wine? I'm sure they do. I buy the cats a lot of crazy stuff, but I can tell you right now, they're going to like a cardboard box a lot more than they're going to like cat wine. So we're just going to stick with cardboard boxes. So there you go. Like I said, and you saw for yourself, I mean, the difference here versus here is pretty big. And it was really, what, the first 3 pages, maybe? And then we started seeing a little bit darker. So, like I said, as other people do flip throughs, I'm going to be nosy and see if this is just how the book was printed. But yeah, for color by number, this is too light, especially if you're doing all the tiny numbers and detail areas. Whoa, Nelly, yikes on bikes. This is just way too light. I think only people with like super sharp eyesight or really harsh lighting and a big magnifying glass would be able to really do well with this. I mean, like I said, I'm that's gonna be me, big bright light and a magnifying glass, because I'm still gonna color them because they're pretty. But the rest of the book is not as light, so I do recommend it. Had it all been like that, I would have been a little iffy, but I think, especially if you're a George Toufexis fan, I think this will just be how he normally, for the most part, this book is how his books normally go. So hope you guys enjoyed. I have been a little quiet this week. I I babble at the end of every video. Gonna do it today too. Been a little quiet this week. Well, you saw Tuesday's video. I did pre-record some videos over the weekend because I've had appointments and things going on every day this week. Definitely already hitting the rails. I'm pretty tired, but we're doing this one today. Saturday, if all goes well and I don't wake up in a flare-up, I have a special video planned. It will probably be a vlog. A live stream is going to be a little difficult. So first off, we have hit our goal for the Freedom Farm Animal Sanctuary live stream charity event. We are at, I believe, 270 out of 250. So y'all are awesome. I didn't think I would have been happy with $5. I had no idea how that was going to go. And so you guys have just beyond my expectations, once again, being all the awesome people that you are. We are past that goal now. I obviously want to try to keep going, and we'll see if we can raise a little more between now and then the live stream event itself. We'll see where we can go. And who knows? Who knows? I'm going to have to throw some more goodies in here to see if we can hit some little stretch goals here. I think would be fun. Anyway, Saturday, the nonprofit I'm raising funds for, Freedom Farm Animal Sanctuary, is hosting a 5K and a 1 mile fun run 1 mile fun run walk. I'm emphasizing that one on Saturday, and it's going to be in Hendersonville because they work in the Middle Tennessee area, and it's going to be like a greenway, like a paved area. And I signed up for the event, and again, for the emphasized event. Health issues out the wazoo. Not 5K is nowhere in my realm of possibility right now. I don't know if it ever be because, guys, if I'm running, something's chasing me. Um, I'm just gonna be real with you. I hate running. My husband's the runner in this family. He has the build for it. He enjoys doing it. I think, well, doesn't enjoy it, but I mean, he likes it a little more than me. Me, if I'm running, I'm either running after a donut or zombies chasing me. So, not going to be in the 5K, but I'm going to do the 1 mile walk, and I'm going to walk it. I'm going to try at least walk as far as I can. I was going to bring Scamper in her stroller, but I haven't gotten her out lately, and I know it will really stress her out. So if this is a yearly event, so I'm kind of hoping maybe I can take her next year. But this year, I just, it's fun when you can bring cats to events because people don't see that very often. But it's not worth it if it's going to stress her out. So she's going to stay home nice and cool while I'm out there sweating myself half to death at 8 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, I'd like to vlog some of it. Live stream is going to be difficult because that would be very hard to do while I'm doing the whole thing. But anyway, I'm going to do a vlog and just kind of show you guys a little bit more about the organization and what they're about, and just share the event with y'all. So we'll do that Saturday, one way or another. Probably, like I said, more than likely going to be a vlog. So look for that. Sunday, I do have a coloring book and supply haul for July. It is birthday gifts that I hadn't been able to get yet. And I did get some Happy Mail at the start of the month. And apparently getting some more Claire at... Y'all treat yourselves first, okay? Y'all treat yourselves first. Don't worry about little old me over here. I'm surviving, but it is always appreciated, and it always just about makes me cry because I've been a big old sappy sap lately. I think if I kicked a rock and accidentally, well, never mind. We're getting into color chat territory here if I keep talking. Anyway, appreciate y'all. And so we're going to do a supply haul come Sunday. Again, have not broken my no-buy since July 1st, and I got 1 week to go. So I can hold out. I can do it. We can make it. Anyway, look for those this weekend. Tuesday, I'll probably have another tag video, I think. We'll see. And then, I don't know what we're doing towards the end of the week, because I got to prep for a 4-hour live stream, thanks to y'all. I'm really excited about it, but I also need to make sure I rest, because we're doing this. It might be 4 hours of me. I may doze off on the desk, and you watch me drool for a couple hours. Well, that's not going to happen. But anyway, we're doing this. So, y'all were generous, and thus I am going to deliver. I don't know what I'm going to deliver, but I'm going to deliver something. I did not specify it was going to be quality entertainment. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I've talked too long, and I guess I will hopefully see y'all on Saturday. Thanks, and bye for now.